This video will show you how to replace the door lock switch on a Ford Edge. You'll have one of these on each one of your front doors, and the process will be the same. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Once you have your door in the open position, we can start the removal process. Now, as far as the removal, if you are looking where the inside door handle and lock switch is, you're going to find that you typically will have a small plastic circular door. Carefully dislodge that. You could use an angled pick. Ours is missing. Once you've finished dislodging that, have a quick look in the center. This is where you're going to find that you have a T15 Torx screw to be removed. There's our small screw. We'll set that aside. After dislodging that, I want to start using a plastic trim tool. I'm coming up along the top of this plastic bezel. We want to carefully start prying it away from the door panel. Obviously, we want to be careful not to cause any damage to the plastic bezel. You can pull on the inside door handle. That might give you a little bit more access here. Of course, we will have to start pulling this away, but keep in mind there will be an electrical connector and wiring harness along the inboard side. Now that we have that dislodged, we can see the electrical connector for our door lock switch. I'm going to carefully squeeze in on the locking tab. You can see it right where my thumb is. Once I have it squeezed in, I can pull it out of place. A quick inspection for corrosion. That wiring harness looks good. Now, as far as removing the door lock switch from the panel itself, you're going to find that you have 4 locking tabs, 2 along either side of the panel itself. Now for this, I'm using a small pocket screwdriver. You could use a pick. I'm going in between my plastic panel and my switch. Once I make my way in between, I'm gently pushing it out and away. I want to start dislodging this. Now you can tell that both of these locking ears have dislodged. This may just roll right out of place, or you may have to continue on to the other locking tabs. Either way, we're applying pressure as we continue on. Sometimes this will just clip back into position. May test your patience. There we are. And there it is, friend. Prior to installation of any part, we of course do want to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. Now for this, I'm just using a clean rag. I don't have any types of detergent. I just want to make sure that all of my locking ears are still in good condition on my panel. This looks as though it's in good working order, so let's continue on with the installation of our door lock switch. That will be from the inboard side. Of course, we do want to make sure we have it in the proper orientation. We'll take this. We're aligning our locking tabs. We're pressing it in and listening for an audible click. After that click, double check to make sure all 4 of your locking tabs are properly secured. Let's continue on with the installation here. We have our electrical connector. That's going to press in down along the bottom of that switch. Audible click from that and a light tug. Now at this point, we can start getting this back in position. To install the plastic panel, we're pulling on the inside door handle. While we do that, let's start rolling this into position, starting with the bottom, rolling it in up along the top, and then in the center we should have the area for our mounting screw. Now it's time for our small screw. We'll just get this in position here. Now this screw should be pressing this panel towards the door. As you can tell, our application is broken, but you just want to take this and snug it up. Once you have it snug, use your protective cover, slide that into position, and then just double check to make sure everything's secured as it needs to be. Okay friend, we finished our installation. The next thing we want to do is just test the functionality of our door lock switch. As you can tell, it functions as it should. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.